This is the rise and fall of Kwame Kilpatrick. Kwame Malik Kilpatrick was born June 8, 1970, to the parents of Bernard Kilpatrick and Carolyn Cheeks Kilpatrick. Pause. Now, I know you guys are trying to figure out why these names sound so familiar. Well, let me give you the background. Bernard Kilpatrick was a semi-pro basketball player and politician here in Detroit. Bernard was elected to Wayne County Commission and served as head of Wayne County Health and Human Services Department from 1989 to 2002. As chief of staff to the former Wayne County executive Edward H. Mackinac. He later operated a Detroit consulting firm called Maestro Associates. Now, Carolyn Cheeks Kilpatrick was a former politician who was a U.S. representative for Michigan's 13th congressional district from 1997 to 2011. And she was the member of the Democratic Party as well. So it was just in Kwame's DNA to be in some kind of political adventure, considering both his parents had their hands in it as well. But baby, let's continue because there is so much more to unfold in regards to Kwame Kilpatrick. Let's start. Now, Kwame grew up in the streets of Detroit, honey, and he attended Cass Technical High School and then went on to graduate from Florida A&M University in the year 92 with a Bachelor's of Science degree in political science. Now, from the rumors, honey, they said Kwame was a handful. And a word on the curb is that he played football under the coaching of Ken Riley when Kwame attended Florida A&M, and all the ladies loved them some Kwame Kilpatrick. He was beginning to be a looker amongst the lady. Now, if you are unfamiliar with Ken Riley, of course I got to give you the breakdown of him because he is something special as well. Kenneth Jerome Riley was a professional football player who was a cornerback with the Cincinnati Bengals. He then went to the National Football League from 1970 to 1983, where he recorded 65 interceptions in his career, which was the fourth most in NFL history at all time. He went to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame with Dick Lane, Emlyn Tunnell, and Paul Craze. So it was a big deal. And in fact, this only added to Kwame's repertoire, honey. I guess you could say that he was the LL Cool J of his time, Kwame, that is. And from that, the word on the curb is that is where he met his future wife, Carlita. Now, I'm going to have to pause on this. Yes, honey, because now we finna get into some mess. Now, check this out. Now, Carlita and Kwame met each other after attending Florida A&M. And it was a courtship made in heaven from what I'm understanding. Now, I may be exaggerating, but what I heard is that they hit it off extremely well. So well, in fact, that he proposed to Carlita. And Carlita ended up following Kwame back to Detroit to set out with their new life together, honey. But let's stop right here. Now, let me just jump right on in because what I failed to tell you is that Kwame and Christine Beatty were already friends during this time. They were friends because they went to Cass Tech school together back in the 80s. Now, from a podcast that Kwame did a while ago called Crime Town, Kwame, Carlita, and Christine put it all out on the line about the infidelity that shook and destroyed their lives. Let's take a listen to what Kwame and Christine had to say about each other. Roll the clip.
A majorette. So I played football. So I would always notice her. You know, I liked her right offhand.
Lou and I had broken up, so we were not together. And then senior year, Kwame and I kind of liked each other. But, you know, we were always hesitant.
I know she's going to be embarrassed by this. But Christine was the no sex till marriage girl. I liked her incredibly. I was always so nervous around Chris. I didn't like anybody else like I liked her.
Congratulations. Now, let me just clarify and jump right on in here for a quick second because Lou Beatty which was Christine Beatty's ex-boyfriend, who she ended up marrying later, and we'll get into that, was actually very familiar with Kwame Kilpatrick, so much so that they both were on Cass Tech football team together. And when he decided to break up with Christine to go to A&E, Florida University, she started dating Lou again, because they were dating before, they broke up. Then she dated Kwame, then he broke up with her. So Kwame said that he was really just jonesing on Lou about Christine, and that he felt really bad for saying those negative things, saying that, you don't have the baddest chick, your chick ain't cute and stuff like that, trying to make him feel bad. But he said that he was really hurt that she ended up starting to date Lou again. And I don't understand why you feel hurt, homie, because you're the one who broke up with her. But nevertheless, let's continue. I just wanted y'all to connect these dots that I'm giving you, honey, so we could fill in the blanks as we go along. It's still so much more to turn. Okay, so I feel like I got you up to speed a little bit. We are now at the part where I am telling you that Kilpatrick and Christine dated the summer after their senior year at Cass Tech High School, right before Kwame decided to go to Florida A&E, and he broke up with Christine during his going away party, which was cold-blooded. Christina told Crime Time podcast that he broke up with me, and I said, I think it's best that you're going to, I think it's best, you're going to Howard, and I'm here for you, and, and she said that was it. She was done. Christine says she cried like a river, honey. She was so heartbroken because she was really in love with Kwame. And Kwame picked up and headed to Florida, and then they both trotted on with their lives. Now, Christine had gotten back together with her old boyfriend, Lou, from high school, okay? And they married and had children. And Kwame did the same. When Carlita and Kwame came back from A&E, Florida University, back to the D, they set out to plan their wedding, and so it did happen. They got married, you guys, and they had kids of their own. And he decided then that he wanted to run for mayor of Detroit. And this is where he ended up getting his nickname, the hip hop mayor, because he was the youngest to run for that position. Kwame married Carlita on September 9th, 1995. They went on to have 3 children, Jaleel, Jonas, and Jillian. And in 99, Kwame received his Juris Doctor degree from Detroit College of Law, which is now Michigan State University College of Law. Before Kwame and Carlita married, he was already putting together a team for his campaign. So when he got elected in 96 to the Michigan House of Representatives after his mom vacated the seat to campaign for U.S. Congress, he decided to reach out to a couple of high school classmates to help him make history, honey. And those classmates were Derek Miller and Christine Beatty. Baby, just damn messy. Do you hear what I say? Just damn messy. Y'all, we got to stop right here. And this is the beginning of the rise and fall of Kwame Kilpatrick part 1. Y'all stay tuned for part 2. Baby, this is so interesting. What the hell is going on?